Kriya Karma Liberation continues. 31. Conversely, life force and consciousness flows down through lower chakras in spinal cord and out. Then it will open the delusion's wild gate of sensory perceptions into body consciousness. It leads to destruction, forgetfulness of man's inherent divine nature. A true guru will not give misguidance to his followers. A true guru is recognized by his humility, uprightness, and God attunement. His ability is fortified by his states of superconsciousness, Krishna consciousness, and cosmic consciousness. Just as sleep manifests certain physiological changes, so the elevated states make the muscles, eyes, heart, and breath become still. During the non-trance nirvikalpa samadhi, total interiorization occurs. Eme matamidam nityamanu tishtanti manavaha. Shraddhavantah anasuyanto mushyantepi karmabhi. Gita 3:31. Those who follow my teachings with dedication without any hesitation shall get rid of all sort of bondage. Blind man cannot show the path to a blind man. So get a Sadguru, noble and self-realized preceptor, and get liberated from all sorrow. Et Vedabhyas Suyanto Nama Tishtanti Me Matam Sarvajnana Vimodhan Stan Vidhi Nashtana Chetasaha. Vidhi Nashtana Chetasaha. Gita 3:32. But those who do not follow my precepts and Nishkama Karma Yoga and hate these shall be known as gullible, brainless, and doomed. To view these panorama of the worlds, practically experiencing them, analyzing and grasping the knowledge, this intellect came into existence. Just for recognition, knowledge of matter, or for self-satisfaction's sake, this buddhi or intellect is not manifested. So no one should misuse it. Dau bhuta sargau lokesmin daiva asura evacha daivo vistarasa prokta asuram pardhame srunu. Gita 16:6. O Arjun, in this world, two types of living beings exist, godly and demonic. I had expatiated about men of godly qualities. Now listen in detail about the men born with demonic attributes. Not even direct suffering cause ruin to the equanimity of wise man. Having established his happiness not on the temporal pleasure of life, but in God as perceived in meditation, he stands unshaken amidst the crash of breaking worlds. His joy is both enduring and everlasting. Ivaiha tarjitah sargo yesham samye sthitam manaha निर्दोषामि समन ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्माणि तिष्ठ ब्रह्म तस्मात् ब्रह्माणि ते स्थिताः. Gita The one whose mind is settled in seeing all the living beings as equal, then they are the winners of this mundane circuit of birth and death. Brahman is blemishless, and hence such people are considered to be dwelling in Parabrahman only. Man will see a cinema of 21,600 days and nights in a lifespan of 60 years. If he does not perceive it as the dream of Parabrahman, then he will fall into the trap of births and deaths. A Kriya Yogi perceives it as a drama. न प्रहृष्येत् प्रियं प्राप्यनो द्विजेत् प्राप्याच प्रियम स्थिरबुद्धि रसमूढ़ो ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मैव भवति ब्रह्मानि स्थितः ब्रह्मविद ब्रह्मानि स्थितः 20th sloka. The man of wisdom who is steady-minded, dispassionate, anchored to Parabrahman only, will not get perturbed when encountered by misery or engulfed by happiness. बाह्यस्पर्शे स्वशक्त आत्मा विंदात्मनि यत् सुखम स ब्रह्मयोग युक्त आत्मा सुखा मक्षय मस्नुते 21. The sadhak who is not a slave to the senses and sense objects is getting the wholesale happiness that exists in pure soul. He is getting incessant and unlimited happiness having been united with Parabrahman. Yonta sukhontara rama योऽन्तः सुखोऽन्तरा राम तदान्तर्ज्योतिरेवः ज्योतिरेवयः तदान्तर्ज्योतिरेवयः स योगी ब्रह्मनिर्वाणं ब्रह्मभूतोदि गच्छति 24. See, the sadhak who remains contented, feeling happiness in his self, playing in self, and united with the self-effulgent soul, that yogi himself takes the form of Brahma and gets complete liberation. One should nullify evil karma by righteousness. Sons of God can act on behalf of God to relieve others from sufferings. Erroneous habits in individual can be changed to good habits. Physical scientists expose nature's truth of the evolution of matter. Spiritual masters dramatically reveal the soul's evolution through successive incarnations. Sinners are those who are lacking in soul attunement. They misuse their God-given reason. They repeat wrong actions. So the sinners fall into inextricable labyrinthine ways of error. They need Yogananda like a doctor to put them into right path. They need Paramahansa Yogananda like doctor to put them into right path. No one can prevent confirmed evildoers from reaping the effects of their past evil actions. But their past evil actions can be neutralized by the effects of their good actions and by the intercession of divine grace. The creation of the earth as also its galactic neighborhood took untold measures of time to make it habitable for man. God desired to create and hence he made ideational creation. His will and intelligence could take rest. The universe continued under its own momentum of cosmic law and his divine agencies of reflective intelligence and creative vibration. All creation has inherited the pattern of resty period after intense creative activity. It is evident in the birth and death of stars, the solar and lunar cycles, the seasons, plant life, and in animals and man. We and the universe share a related vibration. Rest is needed after activity. Rest is needed after activity. Understand that God seeks not your rituals and a sacrificial judgment of human behavior, but rather your compassionate wisdom and divine understanding. Then would I return your mercy, and wisdom would not be sacrificed on the altar of your ignorance. The science of yoga defines the true meaning of the actionless state that lifts the soul to God communion. न कर्मणा मनारंभे नैष्कर्म्यम पुरुषोस्नुते न च सन्न्यासनादेव सिद्धिं समधिगच्छति. Gita 3:4. Without doing karma, actions, man will not attain the actionless state of soul wisdom. Merely relinquishing karma, no one can attain liberated state. 35 to 40 years of continuous government service shall make you eligible to get pension. Then only one will be able to eat without doing any service. So one should do karma and then sacrifice. Without karma, sacrifice is useless. Even worldly knowledge, that is common sense, also cannot be attained without doing karma. Then how pure wisdom can be got without meditation? Meditation is called dhyana karma. Nahi kaschid kshanamapi jatu tishtatya karmakrut. Jatu tishtatya karmakrut. Karyate ह्यवस कर्म कार्यते ह्यवस कर्म सर्व प्रकीर्जिजै गुणैः सर्वः प्रकीर्जिजै गुणैः. Gita 3:5. No one on this earth can keep quiet without doing karma even for a while. Everyone does karma compulsorily by nature. The whole universe is made of working with three qualities, sattva, raja and tamo. Soul is beyond creation. If a golden ring falls into a mud block, it will be besmeared with mud. Likewise, when soul is encompassed in mind, life force and body, it will be smeared with ego. It appears as though it is also yielded to physical, mental and spiritual states. If the mud is cleansed, then the golden ring shines with its original sheen. Remember, the mud is not penetrating into the atoms of golden ring here. Similarly, the mala, vikshepana, avarana faults cannot penetrate into soul. Once they are removed, the soul will illuminate with its original effulgence. Even the completely realized yogi also trains the people with Kriya Yoga who are longing for it. He does it for the sake of doing Nishkama Karma But this is karma only. So no one keeps quiet without doing karma. Nobody can be an idle, nobody can be an idler forever, for all the time. Karmendriyani samyamya ya aste manasa smaran indriyardhan vimudhatma midhyachara sa uchyate. Gita 3:6. He who forcibly suppresses his senses and shall be thinking always about the objects of the senses is a hypocrite. If one says that I will achieve eternal beatitude with sadhana and then relinquishes it in the middle for the sake of trivial sense pleasures, then he is a hypocrite only. To wear saffron robes and behaving like a sage is the work of hypocrite only. Evil thoughts gradually leads to evil works. So mind has to be controlled. Mind has to be controlled gradually with the regular practice of Kriya Yoga. A suppressed spring strikes the face with renewed strength once it is released. Similarly, evil thoughts will impregnate the mind if the sadhana is given up in the middle. The one who has reached a state of Paramahansa with his sadhana may or may not do sadhana. The union with God or attaining Nirvikalpa Samadhi state is the state of Paramahansa. He is like a pensioner getting beatitude, pension for the God. Yasvindriyani manasa niyamarambha niyamarambhate duna. Karmendriyani karma yoga masakta sa vishishyate. Gita 3:7. O Arjuna, he who controls his senses with the control of mind and does karma without expecting results in the least, that yogi is great. So long as man's mind and life force are tied to the senses and life force, he is at work. If the senses and life force are switched off, in the nerves that connect the mind shall attain the true inactive state of transcendental spirit. In Savikalpa Samadhi state, the yogi suspends all bodily activities. This is known as inactivity. In Nirvikalpa Samadhi state, yogi retains his oneness with spirit without necessarily suspending outer activity. He is said to be inactively active. He is yogi who beholds inactivity in action and action in inaction. Karman nyakarmaya pasye dakarmani cha karmaya. Na buddhiman manusyeshu sa yukta Krishna karma krut. Gita 4:18. He who sees karma action in akarma in action. Akarma means inaction, and vice versa, is the most intelligent meditating yogi and the follower of good actions amongst people. Life itself is a drama. Playing this drama with indifference only for the sake of Parabrahman is termed as seeing action in action, action in inaction. Preaching Kriya Yoga with renewed interest to the aspiring devotees for the sake of Paramatma is termed as seeing inaction in action. Brahmanyadhyaya karmani sangam chakva karoti yaha lipyate nasa papena Padma Patram Ivambhasa. Gita 5, 10th sloka. The lotus leaf will be untouched by water in spite of dwelling in the water. Likewise, who dedicates all his actions to Parabrahman and remains in dispassion, then he will not be touched by any sin. The Kriya Yoga sadhak or meditating yogi withdraws his life force, ego, and consciousness into his spinal cord. He will direct them as a single stream of electricity into Chitri, Sukshma Nadi surrounded by Vajra and Sushumna. That stream of electricity shall be sent to Parabrahman in ascending order through Brahmanadi residing within Chitri subtle Nadi. In descending order, the Parabrahman shall be entering into this inert body through spinal cord as soul, life force, and consciousness gradually, and then making this inert body active. When a child comes on earth, the child inherits the family traits of good and bad in accordance with their own karma and the related karma which they share with their respective parents. Parents have no choice to choose the kind of children they want. By an act of super willpower and meditation only, they can invite the good soul to be born in their family. Bhagavan Sri Krishna said material evanescent wealth and pleasures are nothing compared to the God realization. Chinta ma parimeyancha pralayanta mupasritaha कामोपभोग परमा एतवादिति निश्चितः Gita 16:11. They submerge in unending thoughts till death, fully indulged in sense pleasures, thinking that they are the real happiness. आशापाश सतैर्बद्धाः कामक्रोध परायणाः ईहन्ते काम भोगार्थ मन्यायेनार्थ संचयान् Gita 16:12. They are bound by physical desires always. They behave with passion and wrath. For sense pleasures, they strive to amass wealth through foul means. Idamajya maya labdha mimam prapsyate manoradham idam astidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam Gita 16:13. Asaumaya hatas shatru हनिष्ये चापराणपि हनिष्ये चापराणपि ईश्वरोहम अहम भोगी सिद्धोहम बलवान सुखी 16-14 श्लोका अद्यो भी जनवानस्मि कोन्योस्ति षड्रुसोमया कोन्योस्ति सदृसोमया यक्ष्ये दास्यामि मोदिष्य इत्याज्ञान विमोहिता गीता 16:15. अनेक चित्त विभ्रांत मोह जाल समावृताः प्रसक्ताः काम भोगेषु पतन्ति नरके Suchau. Gita 16:16. This desire I acquire today, this another desire I can get fulfilled further. This property I got now, I can get more. I had killed this enemy now. I can annihilate other enemies also. I am the Lord, the enjoyer of all pleasures. I can get the contemplated works fulfilled. I am strong, happy, wealthy, and born in a noble dynasty. I am unparalleled. I do sacrifices or yajnas, give charities, enjoy happiness. This way they speak with detachment, delusion, and unsteady mind due to ignorance. They are attached to and covered fully with a net of spouses, offspring, and fields. With a net of spouse, offspring, and fields. They are very much interested in desire. With this demonic attribute, they are falling in hell. Believing that fulfillment of bodily desires is man's highest aim, confident that this world is all, such persons are engrossed till the moment of death in earthly cares and concerns, bound by hundreds of fetters of selfish hopes and expectations, enslaved by wrath and passion. They strive to provide for physical enjoyment by amassing wealth dishonestly. Yastra vatra nabhisneha tatra tata prapya subhasubham tata prapya subhasubham नाभिनानाति न द्वेष्टि तस्य प्राज्ञा प्रतिष्ठितः तस्य प्राज्ञा प्रतिष्ठिता 57th sloka. He who will not have any body attachment and love in mundane relations, unperturbed in happenings of good and bad, is said to be settled in pure wisdom. To get out of deeply embedded maya or ignorance is not easy job. No known comparison exists in the three worlds for a true guru. If a philosopher's stone be assumed a truly such, it can only turn iron into gold, not into another philosopher's stone. The venerated teacher, on the other hand, creates equality with himself in the disciple who takes refuge at his feet. The Guru is therefore peerless, nay, nay, transcendental, Adi Shankaracharya. A human being is a composite of three kinds of trees. Number one, physical nervous system with its roots in the brain, and the trunk in the brain, and the trunk in the spine, that is cerebrospinal axis, and afferent nerves branching out from it, with the senses and their sensations at the end of the nerve branches as the fruits. As per yoga, physical body is endowed with five instruments of knowledge or Gnanendriyas, namely sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch. And B, five senses of actions are Karmendriyas, namely manual skill, locomotion, speech, procreation, and elimination. 2. An astral tree of life, which its roots as the thousand-petaled rays or sahasrara chakra in the brain. It's a trunk of life force in the sushumna, the astral spine, and burgeoning branches of life force in their life-giving fruits of vitality and subtle perceptions. And 3. The tree of consciousness, which has its roots in the intelligence in the brain. Its trunk consists of the mind and its branches consist of reason. will, and feeling. It bears fruits of evil and good desires. And as an aggregate, these three systems of nerves, life energy, and consciousness constitute the tree of life in man. Hidden beneath these is the creator, the super consciousness of the soul. The super consciousness is rooted in the cosmic consciousness of God. God can be spoken of as the root of the universal tree of life. Cosmic energy can be spoken of as the trunk. All the rays shooting out of this cosmic energy for the creation of universe can be called the branches. The worlds and universes of causal, astral and physical constitution are the fruits of the tree of cosmic consciousness. Heart, feeling or chitta that has to be controlled in order to get God realization. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Yoga Sutra 1, 2. Patanjali, the great master of and exponent of yoga. Yoga, scientific union with God, is a neutralization or of modification of chitta. That which comes out of the heart of man declares rather than which merely goes into his brain as knowledge. The self-controlled soul who moves among sense objects free from either attachment or repulsion, he wins eternal peace. The Bhagavad Gita. And how do we get beyond our own mind and conditioning Maya that prevents us from living as the source of life, which the only state of true peace, bliss, joy and freedom we all long for and seeking. Brahma Satyam Jagat Mincha. Jivo Brahmaiva Na Paraha. Adi Sankaracharya. The true education is by which character is formed, the strength of mind is increased, and the intellect is expanded. Swami Sri Vivekananda. On an average, a human body contains about 30 trillion human cells. We make about 80 billion new human cells and lose 80 billion old cells and replace with new human cells every day. It is proven now that less than 2% of all human diseases have a genetic cofactor. The diet and mind can alter the state of health. A good and close analogy would be healthy nutrition is like bricks and the healthy mind is like a mortar on a wall. Nutrition effect on the health is called nutrigenomics, and the effect of the mind on the health is called epigenetics. Ayurveda called it Ahara, nutrigenomics, and Vihara, epigenetics, about 5,000 years ago. If we eat and think consciously, we can have a new body and a new life. We replace about 90% of our cells in our body in 365 days. Now, it is proven beyond any doubt that the most chronic degenerative diseases can be prevented and reversed by a healthy, whole, 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 diversified, nutritious vegetarian diet. Repeat, nutritious vegetarian diet in moderation, coupled with asana, pranayama and jhana, one can achieve perfect health. There are no shortcuts to good health. We cannot delegate our health and hope for the best. We have to take responsibility and nurture our own health. Cause we live in our body every second of our life. A healthy body and conscious mind is essential for a good life. Thomas Edison said once, the doctor of the future will give no medicine, but will interest his patients in the case of the human body by a healthy diet in promotion and prevention of disease. When diet is wrong, medicine is of no use. When diet is correct, medicine is of no need. Ayurvedic proverb. In fact, on an average, a human being contains an equal number of bacteria residing in our body as our own human cells, that is 30 trillions. It is called the human microbiome. When we expose ourselves with the clean natural environment, it is now scientifically proven that it boosts our immunity and makes our brain healthy also. There is a symbiotic relationship between the natural environment and our body's microbiome. That is why mud bath is recommended in naturopathy. Also was used by Egyptians, Greeks, Romans at least for 2000 years or more. Om, the word is a symbol of manifestation of Ishvara, the universal spirit. Yoga Sutras 127. God is supreme sovereign authority. We are born with greater consciousness within us, lay undiscovered. This gives us peace, happiness, and joy than outside. Maya makes us to search outside than going within. It's like searching water in mirage. The secret is to know, understand, realize, and experience this by wisdom and sadhana. Tidananda Rupam Sivoham Sivoham Sivoham. Nirvana Shatkam Adi Shankaracharya. God will definitely listen to our sincere prayers. He will not listen to doubtful prayers. According to metaphysical law, healing power can be transferred from one soul to a constant soul, to a consonant soul. A rank materialist trusts cause and effect theory, but God is beyond logic. Ishvara Asiddhe, Sankhya philosophy. Ishvara Asiddhe. It means a Lord of creation cannot be deduced. The Sanatana Vaidika Dharma refers to philosophies and teachings that emerged in ancient India. These include six systems: Shad Darshana, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaiseshika, Mimamsa, and Vedanta. In Indian tradition, philosophy is known as Darshana. According to Sankhya philosophy, which Ayurveda and Yoga share, all the universe was created through Purusha and Prakriti. Purusha and Prakriti exist in each and every one of us, animate as well as inanimate objects. Purusha is not moving at all. He is the silent witness. The world in essence is a condensed thought of God. God has created everything in this universe is made out of nothing. It is His dream, His ideations, His ideations. This is imposed upon man. If the man surrenders his will to Maya, then he will have no control. So many operations are imperative in order to achieve under Maya's laws of causation. Why creation? Jagat, universe. Gati means displacement. Ja, along with. That means Jagat means along with displacement. Ja, along with Gati, displacement. This Jagati is having displacement. The source of this Jagati is consciousness. Oxygen is having only energy. Life force is having energy as well as intelligence. Oxygen will be administered in exigency to the humans. If he is destined to live as per his prarabdha karma, his life will be revived. In breathing process, we inhale life force. We take oxygen in life force through breathe in and then exhale carbon dioxide through breathe out. As said before, life force is having both energy and intelligence. This is called consciousness. Electron plus intelligence is equal to consciousness. Electron minus intelligence is equal to inert body. We produce electricity in different ways. Example, hydro, thermal, nuclear and solar electricity, etc. We utilize that electricity in different ways as per our requirement. Example, domestic industries and educational institutes, etc. But the electricity we produce is of several thousand volts. We step down that electricity, we step down transformers so as to be useful to us. In India, we step down to 250 volts for domestic use. If we don't step it down to 250 volts, it's of no use to us. This step down voltage is available in our home or not, but it is available in production station. In that main station, the production should not stop lest the bulb or bulbs will not light in our house or houses. Likewise, the cosmic consciousness will be producing relentlessly. God the Father is omnipresent, omnipotent and omniscient. In Sanskrit scripture, Parabrahman is Asti, Bhati and Priyam. He is Sat, Chit and Ananda. That eternal God, the Father, will entail himself as per the requirement of each living and non-living being. His consciousness will be eternally available to one and all. This man's body of flesh and blood is a tool that expresses the consciousness and life force of God through 7 chakras or centers of light in cerebrospinal axis. The consciousness of God does not have past, present and future. That is always eternally available and is ever present. The source of consciousness for any living, non-living beings is God only. That is the reason we have so much of affection, love, fear that is besmeared with love and dedication. That is besmeared with love and dedication. We are playing any sort of karma drama with and without knowledge of it. But ultimate goal of our destination is reuniting with God, the abode from where we have come. Container. To keep oxygen, hydrogen or any other air, gas, container is required. This container also is made again from Parabrahman only. Not only this, but also other electricities, namely ether, air, fire, water, and earth, related things, whatever it may be, will come out of manifested out of cosmic consciousness itself. That means each and everything moving or unmoving universe is born out of cosmic consciousness itself. Of each and everything is an integral component of cosmic consciousness itself. Different types of hydrocarbons are made into different types of plastics. Hard or soft, that is akin to it. If a liquid hydrocarbon is to be kept safe in a hard container, then that hard container itself is also made of different type of hydrocarbon. Likewise, we are all the different containers made up of put down versions of cosmic consciousness only. This cosmic consciousness is unmoving potential energy as well as moving kinetic energy. As per Sanatana Vaidika procedures, nature is described as moving kinetic energy or female and primordial power, Adi Shakti, and unmoving potential energy is described as man, the initial man, Adi Purusha. So God is father, mother, brother, sister, grandfather or grandmother. Maya, consciousness. Total mass energy will not increment or decrement. It may transform its contour. For example, there used to be several mountains in the past, now they have become roads and bridges. Water gets evaporated and becomes clouds and return to earth as rains. Consciousness, that is energy plus intelligence itself, will not change, but the energy in it will be changing. It is its nature. This is called awareness. Energy will move at large without any organized direction. But due to consciousness, energy in it will always get direction. The doctor knows that is, he is conscious of how much anesthesia or oxygen is to be given or administered to the patient. But neither the patient nor the container having anesthesia or oxygen is not conscious of time and volume. Oxygen is only energy and it is not having any consciousness. We used to crawl during infant state. In boys or youthful stages, we have continued our sports and education. Then marriage and employment, and after middle age, we are busy with the marriages of our children. In old age, we used to await for death. The above routine is nothing but signs of development. That means in all these stages, our consciousness is not changing, but our energies in the body are changing. Body is a mass of matter, which in turn is a mass of energy. Likewise, cosmic consciousness is a unique consciousness. It has to move its energies. It cannot remain quiet without moving its energy. So some of its energy portion will be vented out through a hole called Maya. Once again, there is a difference between energy and consciousness, that is energy plus intelligence. Energy is having Shakti or strength only, but awareness or consciousness is having both energy and intelligence. Petrol is having highly combustible energy. If it leaks and burning out of a container, it cannot extinguish itself because it is energy only. Consciousness contains energy as well as intelligence. Cosmic consciousness. The cosmic consciousness is unique and has no parallel. It will create this universe through its Maya. While creating, it will remain stable. It will keep the control of Maya within it. Maya should be subservient to cosmic consciousness, lest it may not follow its orders. For this, it will not only keep energy in controllable limits but also consciousness. In order to control this Maya, cosmic consciousness itself shall enter into this Maya in step put down form. This Maya is called God in creation. This is called Sri Krishna consciousness. Sri means sacred, Krishna means dark, and consciousness means awareness. That is the reason the idols in the temples are dark in color. Cosmic consciousness is white in color. Sri Krishna consciousness is comparatively inferior to cosmic consciousness. That is the reason one can reach cosmic consciousness through Sri Krishna consciousness only. Till then, one has to cross several hurdles. The man who is making any animal to play has to keep its tail or grip in his control lest it will run away. That is the reason in modern age to find out the location or place of the escaped prisoner, some electronic gadget is attached to him. Some electronic gadget is attached to him. This energy in consciousness has to move or displace. So it is sent through a hole called Maya. When a machine is working on its axis, the things in its outer periphery shall exit and the axis shall not displace. Example, conveyor belt. Likewise, with its unparalleled awareness, the cosmic consciousness remains constant and shall be working through its Maya, the God in creation. Earthquakes and tremors occur when crest and mantle plates are imbalanced. They will not have any influence on core and inner core. Maya is the surface of cosmic consciousness. As such, the drama that is being played relentlessly on this Maya will not have any effect on cosmic consciousness. This whole universe has come out of this cosmic consciousness only. The nature of man and woman. In fact, Maya, the God in creation, is all the natural nature of woman only. Is all the nature of woman only. Paramatma is only Adi Purusha, or the only man. For understanding sake, we have divided ourselves into man and woman. Woman or female is an embodiment of feeling. Man or male is embodiment of reasoning. Marriage is the bondage of feeling and reasoning which is required for its sustenance. Both man and woman should not contain same feeling quality or same reasoning quality, lest that bonding will not last long. If man is having more feeling quality, then he is having more femininity than masculinity. Likewise, if woman is having more reasoning quality, then she is having more masculinity than femininity. Female will try to conceal her faults, that is the reason she is not straightforward in nature. Male will not try to conceal his faults, that is the reason he is straightforward in nature. Female's lust is 7 times more than male. Male will try to release his lust as soon as possible. He can overcome his lust if he can tolerate it for some time. Lady is having an enormous patience Hence she can wait for the suitable time. The ova of female is not having any nucleus. The spermatozoa, sperm of male, is having nucleus. Bijam mam sarva bhuta atmanam vidhi partha sanatanam. Buddhir buddhima buddhimata buddhimatam Tejasvinamaham. Gita 7, 10th sloka. Hey Arjun, I am the eternal seed in all beings, intelligence of intelligentsia and courage among courageous. Yachhapi sarva bhutanam bijam tadaham Arjuna natadashti vina yatsyan maya bhutam characharam. Gita 10:39. O Arjuna, I am the root cause of all beings. There is nothing in this world animated or inanimated that can exist without me. Spermatozoon is having nucleus. Ova is without nucleus. Man puts his sperm into the ova, woman's yoni. Man puts his sperm into the ova, that is woman's yoni. Then the sperm and ova combine together to form a zygote. The cause of the gender of the child is man only. It is foolishness, meaningless, and inhuman to target the woman for the gender of the child. This moving and unmoving world is Maya. The actors in this moving and unmoving universe are all embodiments of consciousness. The man with highest consciousness is the most intelligent being. He can improve or transform his small consciousness into highest consciousness through Kriya Yoga meditation. That transformation will make him to teach, to reach his original abode, that is cosmic consciousness after all. Simultaneously, the amount equal to the returned consciousness shall come out of the cosmic consciousness. This Maya shall be playing the cosmic drama. This way, this cosmic drama will be happening relentlessly. Our difficulties, pains and pangs are nothing but different forms of Maya only. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Pasyame Partha Rupani Shatasodha Sahasrasaha Nana Vidhani Divyani Nana Varna Krutanicha Nana Varna Krutinicha Varna Krutinicha 11:5. He Bhagavan said, O son of Partha, Arjun, see my different divine forms, spiritual types which are not worldly, different forms in different colors and infinite in number. Yatha nadhinam Bhavambu Vegaha Samudramevavi Mukhadravanti Tadha Tavami Nara Lokavira Visanti Tadhami Tadha Tavami Nara Lokavira Visanti Vaktanyavi Vijwalanti 11 Gita 11:28. The river waters flow towards the ocean and finally merge into that. Similarly, the warriors and kings are hastily entering into your mouths, burning with flames. Energy can neither be created nor can be destroyed. One form of energy can be transformed into another form of energy. This is called transducing. Rivers merge into ocean. Similarly, small energies merge into a big energy. End of the discourse.